Okay, I've got Kennard Walker here. Kennard has a daughter who's here on campus. This is the 9 through 12 campus, or what is it?
Yes, sir. 9 through 12.
I think I know the answer. Everybody knows the answer, but what possessed you to come right here?
As soon as my daughter called me and said, "Hey, Dad, this is an active shooter," I was on my way.
She texted you that, or what?
No, she called. She called me.
And what was the nature of that call? What did she sound like?
She kind of sounded confused because she didn't know if it was a hoax or not. But then when she realized it was something that was really going on, she was just started kind of sounding a little frantic, a little scared. And I got up here as soon as possible.
Yeah, you dropped everything. Do you live far from here?
I stay in Lancaster,
okay.
So it wasn't too far. But yeah.
What are you and probably a lot of the parents that are waiting here with you, what do you think they're feeling?
All the parents probably in a state of shock, just because they want to see their kids, they want to see their babies, they want to make sure their babies are right. So that's probably the biggest thing all the parents out here feel right now.
How are you communicating with your daughter right now? Is it over phone?
Yes.
And what is she telling you? Are they in lockdown? What is she telling you about that?
Yeah, she said they are locked down. They locked down the classes. They locked down the school. Supposedly, I don't know how the lockdown situation goes, but I know the class that she in has a lock on the door, so that door is locked as well.
Does she feel safe? What is she telling you?
Yeah, she feels safe for the most part, but she's still on edge because there was, an active shooter on campus.
Kennard, tell me, we've all been through a case by case of active shooter situations like this. My guess is that's where your mind goes when you came here, when you rushed to this scene.
Yes. I keep on thinking about what happened down there in U Valley. I don't want nothing to happen to my daughter. Like, I'm her protector. I have 3 kids, and for this to happen at this school, I need to know that she needs to know that I'm here to protect her, and the only person that can stop me from protecting her is God. Just to be totally honest.
How much does it hurt not being here and not there?
Oh, it hurts bad. Like, I would rather be in that school looking for my daughter and finding her way out than just to sit right here. Like, this is troublesome.
Yeah. And I'm sure you know schools have protocols like this for a reason, to ensure your children are safe. You had told me that there are metal detectors on this campus, is that right?
Yes, there are metal detectors on the campus.
Is there a possibility that whatever mechanism they have there has failed here if we've got a gun on campus and we have a shooting here on campus?
Honestly, I don't think it failed. If I had to say anything, I believe somebody that was already in the school let him inside the school, knowing what he was going to do.
You're saying this was something that people had already known about?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not for sure.
Okay.
But that's what I would imagine, because that metal detector would go off.
What is he saying? Tell me what your son said.
His best friend, he's seen everything. His best friend got shot, and he's all shaken up, and he want me to just come get him, but they won't let me go up there and get him. This school is not set for the dress code. They come with anything, dress how they want to dress, and then they're not even at the metal detector like they should be, and I don't understand it.
Goodness, what did your son tell you he saw?
When his best friend got shot.
Shot badly or shot in the leg like we're hearing?
He said he just seen when the guns started going off, and he just went and started praying.
As a mom, you know that your son's okay, but this is still hard.
Yes. I would just like for them to let me get to my son. I don't want nothing to happen to my son. And they won't even tell you no answers or nothing. When you ask the cop, they don't give you no answers. They just tell you to get back.
Yeah. But you know your son's okay. Yeah.
Yes. And I believe that God's got him covered. But I just would like to touch my son and get my son in my hand. And I don't think I'm going to let him go back to the school no more. Because it makes it harder when you see it on the news. You feel sorry for the people. It's even harder when you there.
Yeah.
And then you get no comfort from the police or no one to give you comfort except you just know your son is in danger.
Oh, goodness. So you're still waiting to hear from him again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, bless you. Thank you for talking to me. I can hear you now, Jacob. Hey, it's Kevin Reese with Channel 8. We're just hanging with your mom out here. How you guys doing in there?
Restless, hot,
Yeah.
annoying.
Where do they have you locked up?
I was in the locker room, and now they moved us to the small gym at the back of the school. Well, that's at the back of the school.
So now they have y'all in the gym?
Yeah, there's 2 gyms. They got the big main gym and then a smaller gym, like
Okay.
to the right of it.
Still towards the back of the school?
Same location
Okay.
where you always drop me off and pick me up. Yes.
Okay.
Jacob, are they giving you any information at all?
Only information, the same information I gave my mom.
And what was that?
The
That we have to come and sign you out, but we can't get through.
yeah, the ID release thing. You can't get in. They aren't letting us out.
Yeah. What have you guys heard about what actually happened?
From what I've heard, 2 injured, and that's basically all I've heard. There's 2 injured, a bunch of people outside, nobody knowing what's happening.
Okay. Well, how are you guys holding up? Waiting and waiting and waiting.
Just getting restless, that's it. That's just about it.
Restless and want to know what's going on.
Yeah, about the same thing.
Have they given you any timing of when they're going to let you loose?
Nope, I'm making guesses myself, and they keep getting 30 minutes longer each time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so you're in a gymnasium?
Yes, we are in the practice gym.
Okay. Well, hang in there. We'll just chat with your mom real quick, and I don't know if you want to keep him on the line or call him back.
Yeah, I'll call you back, okay, honey?
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Ciao.
Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
How's mom holding up with all
I'm a
this?
nervous wreck and ran across my job and flew here as fast as I could.
Let me wait on this truck. Yeah, I forgot how many. This is like the home of every warehouse in the world down
Yes,
here.
yes, there's trucks everywhere.
That's where you work at one of those places at Penske,
Yes,
right?
sir. I work at Sprouts Warehouse in Wilmer.
Okay.
It's actually in Wilmer, yeah.
Oh, what's your reaction to something like this, that a shooting happened in the same school where your son is right now?
Worst fear of my life. Yeah. Not a message or a phone call that I wanted to receive today. Yep.
Did you get the first alert from him or somewhere else?
I got it from my mom because I was at work, so he texted her and told her what was going on, and then that's when I heard about what was going on, and I left immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Definitely the scariest thing, that you feel helpless because you can't get to your son, you know? You can't get to your heart, to your joy. Yep.
But the good thing is, you know he's okay.
Yes, definitely. I know. I feel better that he's okay. I want him back with me now.
Any clear answers on where reunification is going to happen?
They told us right here in this location that we're at right now.
So you wait.
Yeah, and they told me that probably almost an hour ago.
Oh, so you got no other place to go?
I have nowhere else to go. I don't know where else we're supposed to go, and my son's telling me he don't know what's going on or where they're supposed to be going to, so I don't know. The gentlemen that are right here, the officers that are right here, they don't know what's going on and said that they'll just let us know when they find out what's going on.
Okay. Well, what's that reunification going to be like, does Mom think?
I'm going to make sure I go and give him a big old hug and hold on to him, because you just never know with this world and this day and this time and this life when it's going to be the last moment you get to hold anybody and tell them that you love them.
Well, I hope the rest of your Friday for all of us is a little better.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely unexpected.
So you're going to hang tight here?
Yeah, that's all I can do right now at this point, because I can't get through anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, it's just right up and over the hill.
Yeah.
Because I was at the corner of J.J. Lemon and this road, and that's where a lot of parents kind of walked in before the roadblock came up.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, I didn't get here in time. By the time I got here and I started trying to make my way down to the school walking, they turned me back around and told me I couldn't go.
Okay. Well, hang tight. We hope we all get the same good news at the same time.
All right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you.
What have they told you anything? Who are you waiting to hear from? Son, daughter?
Mi hijo,
Mijo?
my son.
Son?
Yeah.
How difficult is it waiting for information?
That's so difficult. I'm living like a five house to that school, and I don't know nothing because the police say it's only one kid in the hospital, and I don't know.
So you don't know
No.
if it's your son or somebody else's?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. What are you going to do now? Just wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait right here.
Okay.
My kid texted me and said, Mom, come get me. They said, come to the front and then go to the SAT gym. So I guess they're releasing on Lemon, but the police are saying they're not releasing on this side, which is conflicting. If y'all all work for the police, y'all should know if they're releasing on one side opposed to the other.
Yeah.
So he's like, don't quote me, but it's like, do you work for the police or don't you? Do you know what orders are already being said? Because if they're releasing, you should have like confirmation, like, okay, maybe on Lemon, but just not over here. But he's not even confirming that. To Lemon?
You're going to try to get on Lemon?
I certainly
Off
am.
of the frontage road?
I certainly am.
Okay.
Because he said this would be the last that they would release. So who knows how long I would be waiting here if they're releasing already on that side. I'd rather take the chances if they're releasing over there than to wait for confirmation over here.
Gotcha.
There's not enough information.
As soon as it happened, he's like, Mom, something's going on. He's like, I saw one of my teachers sprinting down the hallway. He said, everybody get inside and lock the doors. And he's like, I don't know what's happening. I just wanted to let you know. And we've been texting constantly since then.
Okay. Did he hear or see anything?
He did not. He did
Okay.
not.
What are they telling you is the latest now? Because we're all trying to figure out if they're going to let the kids out early and let you go pick them up. What is he saying they're being told?
Well, he said they only let us out to lunch. They aren't going to let... I told him that I'm trying to get to him.
Yeah.
He said they aren't going to let you. I'll tell you that now. Nobody can leave, so we have to go back to class and eat in class.
And that's what he just texted you?
Yes.
Okay. I think Martin and myself, our story is basically going to be this confusion today because we've got
Yes.
other people handling what actually happened.
Right.
As a parent, from one parent to another, what's it like to be stuck where you are right now, not able to get to your son?
Terrifying. It finally sank in after a while. I live right across from the school, so I can hear the helicopters. I'm literally on my balcony looking at the police cars flying back and forth, and I can't get to my child. And I'm telling him, just stay in touch with me, but don't get in trouble for it and try to be safe. I don't want your phone dinging. And he's like, no, I'm good, Mama, I'm good. They had them in their classrooms with the doors locked. I asked him if they were like huddled or were they seated. And he said, no, we're seated. He's like, the teacher's here, the doors are locked, and we're safe. I asked him if he could hear anything going on.
That's a mad parent right there.
Apparently, yeah. He said when it first happened, he did hear a lot of people screaming and running. And he didn't know what happened, and then they just started gathering them and telling them go to their classes now. But it's horrifying. I am shaking. I just want my child. And like I said, I live right there, and I cannot put my hands on him. That's the worst part.
You have a student that's inside, right?
I do.
So break down to me what you were told by your child and also when you found out that the school was on lockdown.
So my son texted me this morning, I guess it was about 10 something, maybe about 10:30 or so. He texted me and he was just like, Mama. And I was like, what? And he was like, come get me. They shooting outside and, they tweaking. I was like, what are you talking about? So I got on Facebook and that's when I seen Smash the Topic, was actually, like live on the scene. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I drove up here and I seen the road was blocked off. I didn't get a notification from the school, so I didn't know, of course, anything was going on. So I'm like, okay, well, why ain't nobody notified us? I'm, texting my son, telling him, well, they need to send an email, do something. They need to notify the parents. Well, it wasn't until I was on my way up here at like 11:17 where the call finally comes through with them letting us know that the school was safe, the staff and students were safe, and for us not to come to the school. And I was like, well, no, I'm not gonna not come to the school. I want my baby. So, Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. He had told me, that one student had already gotten shot. I'm not sure, how many, of course, ended up getting shot, but he had said one student had already gotten shot already. I just want to get my kid is what I want.
Did your son know the shooter or anyone who got shot? Did he know about it?
No, he real standoffish. He don't do people. So he real standoffish, and he suffers with anxiety really, really bad. So I'm sure after this, he probably not even gonna want to come to school.
For you, how does it feel as a parent? This you're not expecting this on any day, really.
Right. I mean, as a parent, it makes me mad because of the fact that the school did not notify me. The school didn't notify me for me in a timely manner, what I would consider to be a timely manner. Aside from that, I mean, y'all got metal detectors at the front door. When I come to the school, you can't even get in the school without going through the metal detector. So I'm just trying to understand. They said that, the kid snuck the gun in the school. I'm trying to see how did he sneak the gun in the school, and y'all all got to go through metal detectors. If they don't work, then y'all need to make sure that they're operable. I'm not understanding.
Now, do students always come to the front, or are they able to come through any other entrances in school?
From my understanding, they all have to go through the front.
Okay.
Now, if they go through any other entrance, I don't know. From my understanding, they all have to go through the front.
And right now, your son, he's still on lockdown in his classroom, or where is he in school?
Yeah, he said they were on lockdown in the classroom, and that they had, I guess, nothing but a TV light on. So I guess they got all the lights off, but he said they had him locked down in the classroom.
Okay. And now you're just waiting to get the word for him to come out and come on.
Yeah, I told him to text me when they, let him off of lockdown.
Okay. Now we've been seeing a lot of these shooting situations take place in schools. Does that worry you when you send your child to school every day?
Absolutely. It worries me for my high schooler that's in 9th grade, and it worries me for my 9-year-old that's in 3rd grade because it happened at the elementaries too. The whole world is going crazy, and it makes absolutely no sense. I was telling my son today, I was like, y'all as kids just need to sit down and focus on getting an education. And he was telling me, he was like, how old are you? I'm like, that don't matter. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. Y'all need to be focused on the education, not trying to kill each other. It makes absolutely no sense.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th. I'm a sophomore.
So walk me through what happened today, what you heard and what you saw.
Okay, we were in our 5th period, and we heard on the announcements, I think it was our principal saying that there was a lockdown, and our teachers immediately ran to close the door and everything. Everyone was so scared. We heard it happen in G Hall, where I was in A Hall, so I was kind of far away. But I was really worried because I had friends over there. All my friends ran. We're all so scared. I'm shaking right now. I just hope everyone makes it out safe because they haven't found the gun. I heard it was a pink gun, a small pink gun. Everyone's talking about saying names and everything. They had to escort us to lunch, to go to the restroom. Everyone was just scared. They didn't even check right. They came into my classroom, and the police came to my classroom, and they told us to put our hands up. I have videos of it too and everything.
And I'm sorry that you all had to even go through that because I know that's a scary situation. What was going through your mind at the time?
I was scared. I was texting my mom, my sister, to make sure my sister was fine since she's in school too. I was just really scared, honestly.
Mm-hmm. What was it like inside? What did they have you do when you were on lockdown? And what room were you in when on lockdown?
I was in A103, A Hall, with one of my chemistry teachers. What else did he ask?
What was the room like? Yeah, what did you guys do?
We closed the door, covered the windows on the doors, put paper to them so no one could come lock it. We turned off the lights and stayed quiet. All the time we stayed quiet.
And that whole time that you stayed quiet and you were locked in that room, what were you feeling?
I was feeling very worried, with my sister especially, and anxious, and just wanting to get out fast because we had many death threats before in our school, so I feel very worried.
Now talk to me a little bit about the security when you guys go to school every day. What's usually what happens typically?
So this morning there was this kid talking about he had drugs in his backpack, but as jokes, because some students are usually friends with the security in our school, but they don't take it seriously, right? Because they just tell us to open our backpack so they could check it. They check it, they don't check it right. They didn't check every pocket. They open the school late. Okay, we're gonna get a class late, open the doors earlier. but they just don't take it seriously enough to take their time and actually check.
Now there's metal detectors too there, right?
Yes.
Do you guys always, it's required to go through those metal detectors?
It's required, yes.
Okay, and do they always work or?
Not really. It doesn't always work because your phone rings during the metal detector. They tell you to put it in your backpack. Sometimes I leave it on and it doesn't ring. Like sometimes I've heard people say that the metal detectors are not even on all the time.
You've heard some people say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What are your concerns, having gone through all of this, and we see this happening across the country, really?
Yeah, my concerns are, honestly, to just take it more seriously, honestly. I'm concerned of the people here, since we had death threats, like I said before. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add or talk to us about?
I just hope they find... Have they found them? I don't think so.
The person's been arrested, yeah.
I heard someone ran away. I don't know, that they ran through the forest and the bridge, but I don't know. But I just hope everyone's safe at the end.
I'm glad you're safe and that your sister's safe.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be out the school and back with your family?
Good. I'm relaxed now. I'm going to go home, calm down. Yeah.
A lot.
I just wanted to speak out because we need better security, take things more seriously here. Yeah.
How important is it for you to speak out about that?
It's very important to me, honestly, because I have close friends that go here. I live like 5 minutes from the school, so it's really important.
All right, so just walk me through what happened today and what you heard and saw.
So really, I think it was like doing transitioning or whatever. I was just going to my class, and then I look up, I see kids running. I thought they were just running from like the principal or something, because that's what kids do nowadays. We just be running from principal for fun. But apparently it was like somebody got shot. I thought they were playing, but then next thing you know, they was like lockdown. So we all had to go to our class. Well, I went to the nearest classroom, and then they had locked us up in there, and that really was it. We were just in there for about, I say, 3 hours, whatever, and yeah. See, I didn't want to be in there for that long. My mom was trying to rush me out, so I made a whole little escape plan, and I just ran out, I just walked out. Yeah.
Did anybody say anything to you when you left out?
One person did, and they tried to send me to the gym, but that didn't work out with me.
Came back out?
Yeah, I just walked right back out.
Did they say anything the second time?
Nah.
And you walked all the way out from inside the school?
Yeah, I walked all the way from school to here.
What do you think about everything that happened today? We see a lot of school shootings and, different incidents that happen in the school. What's your thoughts on what happened today?
I don't know. That's crazy. I didn't expect that to happen. I thought I was going to go to school and go back home. But that just happened. I don't know. That's crazy.
How you feeling right now?
I feel great because I get to go home.
Glad to be out of there?
Yeah.
Were you scared at all?
Nah.
Did you think anything more of it?
Nah. I didn't really think about it too much. It was just like, dang, he really shot somebody. So it was just...
What they do in the classrooms to keep y'all inside?
Well, at first, there was a lot of kids that was screaming in the classroom, so they were trying to calm the kids down first. And then all they did, they just locked the doors, make sure the doors was locked, and then they just had us sitting there.
That was it? Okay.
We didn't do like the other stuff where we were supposed to turn off the lights and get all in the corner.
Didn't do none of that? Okay. Anything, are they releasing each student one by one? Is that
they like making like the parents walk all the way over there, and they gonna call their name on the intercom, whatever, the kid come out. It's slow. It's a lot of kids that just want to walk out.
People getting frustrated?
Yeah. They got pregnant people walking all the way over there. Feel bad.
You think how would you say overall, is it like a mess? Is it chaotic? What is it?
It's a lot of people. Like, that line is long and it's crowded. Like, it's gonna take you a minute to get through there.
You came on out?
Yeah, I just walked out.
Well, I'm glad you're safe and that you're okay.
Thank you.
I was gonna ask you, when you first got in there, on lockdown in the classroom, while you were in there, were they giving y'all updates? How soon did you feel safe?
Really, they wasn't even saying nothing. They were just saying we on lockdown, don't let no students out. And then I just went on the little TV thing they had, and I just looked up the news, and then I was just watching the news.
So you felt pretty safe?
Yeah, I was good.
Where were you? What grade are you in?
I'm a junior in Wilmer-Hutchins. I was actually in G Hall where it all happened.
G Hall? What is that?
That's the hallway. What's the name of it? We just call that part G Hall. I was in my teacher's room when we just heard little sound, and my friend was like, "Jackie, get up." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He was like, there's a shooter. I was like, no, there's no way. And we just hear like, students screaming.
Anybody running?
Yeah, like they were just running, screaming. And then that's whenever like the announcement go on, they're like, oh, like we're on a lockdown now. And so they shut our door. And then there's kids like, opening our door to get in there.
What was explain what you were seeing? Were people frantic? Were they running?
Yes, I was seeing them run. I was seeing them just trying to go, into a room. There was teachers all in the hallways trying to get them safe.
Screaming?
Yeah, screaming. It's just hard to hear that students could shoot another student, especially in school, and especially the security measures. I don't think there should be a way a kid could sneak in a gun in school.
So the shooting happened on campus?
In campus.
Where are you emotionally right now?
I'm scared. I'm frightened right now. I'm shaken. I want to go home right now and just be with my parents. I don't want to be in school, especially because they're not keeping the kids safe at the moment. It's not safe at all. So
where's G Hall?
G Hall is the back of the school. So so if you see the baseball field, basically if there's a door to get in there, that's G Hall.
Did the shooting happen in the hallway or what?
Inside a classroom. I think it was G10. It's G something, but it's over there by the art room.
The 100s?
Yes.
Wow, inside the classroom.
Inside the classroom.
So you heard the shots?
We heard like just a little tiny bang, because it wasn't that loud, but we heard it.
How many shots?
Just one, and that's whenever kids started running, because there was kids in that classroom, and they saw everything happen. Yeah, that's it.
What was that reunification?
It felt good. When I walked in the gym and I saw him sitting there, I was happy. I was really happy.
You know what he was wearing that day? Today? No?
Yes, I did. Only because, before he leaves, I see him before he go to school. So yeah.
How did you reunite? What was that like?
It was good. The reunification team called my name, brought me into the gym, and I saw him sitting there, and I was like, yes, Papa. That's what I call him.